Hi crafty friends, it's Sylvia. Welcome back to my channel, Scrapping Sylvia. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please like and comment. Oh, I think the last whip and chat, and by the way, a whip and chat is work in progress. And I guess I just talk. And you guys listen to my shenanigans. But yeah, and so get comfortable, kick off your shoes, get some hot chocolate or some coffee, and yeah, treat this as a podcast if you like. Or you can diamond paint with me, or clean the house, or drive to work, whatever you like. So yeah, and I think the last video I did maybe was like the whip and chat. I think it was like two weekends ago, and I've just been so busy, guys. I haven't even been able to diamond paint as much as I want to. Okay, so let's just begin very quickly. I'm still working on Heart of Ice, and it's by Hannah Lynn from Art and Soul. And yes, I'm having fun working on this painting. The first time I saw this painting, I really wanted it, and so I had to wait a little until it came out, and finally it did come out in Art and Soul, and I grabbed it. And okay, so what else? And here I have release paper. This is just regular release paper that you can get on Amazon, and I just decorated with some stickers. And then over here I have, these are little snowflakes, and I believe these are 4x4 or 3x3, and these are from Crafts with Crashly. She has lots of different release papers, which are very pretty, very decorative. And we have the yellow dog design trays, which I absolutely love. I love these trays. And then of course I have a smaller one from Bella Art Diamonds. They call this the essential tray, and it really is. It really does come in handy. I like the size, and it's perfect when I have I'm working on a drill or a color that has very little of that color. It's just perfect. And I'll use this one if I have like another example would be if I'm working on 310 and there's a lot of black, so I would prefer to use this instead of the little one because I have more space on this one, more drills. And this is where I put my little trash. Okay, let's put that aside. This is my trinket tray. I can't remember where I bought it, but I absolutely love it. This is just a pair of tweezers. This is a pen, and this, I put wax on this, and it helps pick up the ABs. It really does, guys. And then this is just a straightener, so straighten out the drills. And then of course this is a pretty placer, and this also helps me for the ABs. And then these two beautiful pens. I believe these are both from Shimmering Canvases, and look how pretty they are. Oh wait, let me bring this lighting a little closer so you can see the shine. Love them. Love all her pens. This one's a little heavier than this one. This is a thinner one. Okay. I like that it has little diamonds. You see that? A row of diamonds. And who doesn't like a little bling, right? And then, of course, I use, for the single placer, I like to use the micro dots, glue dots. Love these. You can get these on Amazon or any craft store, like Joann's, Michael's. And this is just where I keep my red wax. Okay. So, oh, and of course, I've got my little luggage. This is from Amazon. And this is from 1 through 60, but I'm only using, because this painting has, let's see, it has 57 colors, okay? And it has two ABs, and two, I think they're crystals. Let's see, 56. Actually, wait a minute. I have, that's not true. Let's see, this is, they're like fairy dust diamonds. I can't remember what she calls them, but yeah, they're like fairy dust diamonds. So we've got that one, which is a ZG, and this one's also a fairy dust diamond. And then you have, I think this is, yeah, I guess it's two ABs. For some reason, I thought there were crystals in here. Why did I think that? Aha, there is crystals. This is a crystal right here, which is 52, which is this one. It's like a very pretty blue crystal. And that's it. I like that she offers you a little bit of, it's like a mixture of drills. I love that. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, mamma mia, guys. There's been a lot happening. Okay, so you guys know that my cousin Desi was here for a whole month. But before we start, let's see, make sure that I might clean this out. Let's see. Right now, let's clean it out. Let me show you how I do this. So I use the tweezers and I take out, hopefully you can see. I can't see, haha. I take out the mini glue dots because I've used this one for a while. Put it in the trash. Usually I use 2. Let's see. Let's cut this out here. Let's see. Right here we have 1. And we roll it up like a little boogie. And I need to take off my glasses so I can see better. Okay, 1 in there. Oops, 1 in there. And then I'm going to get another one. And I usually just need 2. And if that doesn't work for you, then you could just easily just put 3 in there. But 2 usually works for me. Okay, then I press it down. And that's perfect. And on the other side, I just have wax. This is a 4 placer. And you can actually pick up 4, 3, 2, or 1. Okay, and sometimes 5. All right, so let's put this aside. Let's put the tweezers away. They're very sharp. All right, and that now I need my glasses. I actually need new glasses, guys, because I cannot see with these glasses. Okay, let's see. Which one are we going to work on? I think I was working on 29, which is V, and it's 9:15. I think, let's see. Unless I finish with the V's. Actually, I did. I was actually working with this painting downstairs, but I figure I bring it up here so I can do the weapon chat, the video. Okay, so we do have X's all the way down here. You have lots of X's, which is 9:17, and it's a very pretty pink. All right, and then of course, it's just a little bit, but I guess we could use this one for now. Any up here? No. All right, let's see if I can see a little better if I do this. You guys can see that? Okay. Downstairs, I actually use my light pad, my Diamond Art Club light pad, and I love it. So, you know, my cousin Desi was here for a whole month with me, and that really helped me out because my husband passed away, and it was so great for her to stay with me here. She really helped me out, guys. But she did a couple of videos with me, and it was wonderful. And I introduced her to diamond painting, and guess what, guys? I spoke to her yesterday, and she is loving it. She actually, I forgot to give her some mini glue dots. So she said, hey, where do I get that? And I said, you can get that on Amazon, or you can get it at any craft store. And but she did go to, I think she did say that she went to a craft store and she bought some red wax. And yeah, so she's loving it. And I miss her so much. And so does Bella. Bella, after she left, oh, Bella, poor Bella, she was like looking for her. She was like, where is that girl that laughs a lot? Because she laughs at everything. I don't think I've ever seen my cousin Desi upset. She laughs at anything you say. She's just lovely. Love her. Love my family. So then, now my cousin Desi's birthday was on the 18th of February, but she was leaving on Saturday, February 22nd, really early in the morning. So she and Mike, and so we said, hey, why don't we celebrate? And since my daughter's birthday is at the end of the month, I said, why don't we get a little cake, and that way we can sing happy birthday to both of you. But then, of course, we'll get another cake for my daughter by the end of the month. And so that's what we did. So we decided to go to my sister's house, and we had some Thai food. My sister bought some Thai food, and we decided to eat in my sister's house. And then, of course, we got the cake out. We sang happy birthday. And it was just wonderful. We sang happy birthday to the both of them. And yeah. And of course, I decided to bring Bella with me. That was actually the first time that I bring Bella to my sister's house, because my sister has 2 small dogs. and that she adopted, but they tend to fight. And I was a little hesitant to bring her, but I didn't want to leave Bella alone. And I'm sure she didn't want to miss Desi's birthday and my daughter's birthday. And let's see, so yeah, so we brought her, and I told my sister, why don't you just put your her dogs are Sophie and Bluebell. I said, why don't you just put them in the bedroom and maybe bring one out in a little while so they can meet, so that just one can meet Bella. And of course they didn't listen, and they brought both of them out, Bluebell and Sophie. And of course they put a gate, and of course Bella was on this side of the gate, and Sophie, as soon as she came out, she was not very friendly towards Bella, and I was so afraid that she was gonna bite Bella. So my sister decided to put them away. I mean, put the Bella, Sophie and Bluebell in the bedroom. And yeah, so that was a little scary actually, because Sophie just basically growled at her and just started barking at her, not very friendly. Yeah, so, and what else? Okay, so where was I? Okay, I think I did all the X. You know what? I forgot to ask you guys, how is everyone doing? You know, it's like, hope everyone's doing well. I'm sure everyone's busy. I'm sure a lot of people are diamond painting or doing other things, fun things. Let's see, Y. Do we have any Ys? Nope. Z. The Z like backwards or sideways. Let's see. I thought I saw something here. Maybe not. Okay, there's a little one, a skippy. I just noticed there's an H down here. All right, let's see. This one is not there. The star. I saw, okay, there's a couple of stars here. All right, the star is 938, and it's like a pretty brown. What else has been going on? So I decided to call find a handyman to help me with things around the house. And it was my daughter who actually noticed. What am I doing? Star. Oops, look, sometimes this happens, guys. See that? My mini glue dots came out, but that's okay. Just put it back in there. I mean, my daughter noticed that the squirrels have very busy in front of my house. They've been trying to get inside the house, and who knows, maybe they did. They actually did, but I think. And so they've been chewing and trying to get their way in. And the reason is because I do have big two oak trees in the front of the house, and of course that's where they get their little acorns. And so yeah, so why would they move somewhere else, right? Okay, I think that's it for there. But anyway, so I decided, and I found this wonderful couple. They sort of work together. Jay is his name, and he's the handyman, and then his wife helps him shoot with everything else, you know. Just wonderful that they work together. Okay, let's see, plus. So anyway, so he's gonna try to cover all the holes in that well, actually, look, this is another crystal. I knew there was another one. Okay, question mark is the crystal, which is 955, and it's a very pretty green. Now, how many do I have? Okay, we have a lot, so let's use the big tray now, the yellow dog designs. So, look how pretty that is. And just trying to run errands with my daughter when the days that she has off. So we decided to go to Verizon because I have a Samsung, and because, believe it or not, when my husband passed away, my phone, actually before that, when he was still in the hospital, never happened before, my phone decided that it was not going to behave. Okay, so let's try this one now. I don't know if I have to place more, well, maybe we'll use this one. Okay, question mark. So my phone decided it wasn't working well. I don't know what was going on. And so my daughter said, well, let's go to Verizon. Let's see if they can fix it. And they said, there's no problem with it. But they said, you can get a new phone, like do an exchange, because mine was in very good shape. And I said, okay, that sounds good. So I decided to do that, and he said you could take the phone and you don't have to bring the old phone back to do the exchange until all the data, all the stuff that you have in the phone, you know, they give you 30 days, which is great. And so that worked out. And because my husband had a couple of, actually, before he got sick, he was basically telling me, honey, we need to go get new phones. So it worked out. But the funny thing is that, you know, they do the exchange because they look at your phone and they go, oh, it's in perfect condition. And so the other day, my daughter said, hey, mommy, you need to give back the phone, remember? Because if you don't, they're going to charge you, I think it was $600. I was like, oh my gosh, we got to go before the 30 days are over. So you're not going to believe this, guys. So on my way out, we're just about to get in the car, I grabbed both the phones, the new one and the old one. And of course, what do I drop, guys? I drop the old phone. I've dropped that phone 100 million times. But of course, guess what happens? It cracks. And my daughter and I, we look at each other like, OMG, what's gonna happen now, mommy? You're not gonna get you're not gonna get an even exchange, or you're gonna have to pay the $600. So I said, well, I mean, what the heck? I don't know what just happened. They slipped out of my hand. I said, we'll just go. We'll tell them the truth. I mean, what am I gonna, you know, I'm not gonna lie about it. I was going in my car and I dropped it. So anyway, so we go inside the Verizon store and we try to explain to the guy that what happened. I said, I swear I have dropped this phone everywhere, literally everywhere, and it has never cracked. Just about to get in the car, and of course it falls, and I show it to him. He looks at it and he goes, don't worry about it. He says, we will take the phone back. He said, the only way that we won't take it if it's, he goes, if it's broken in half. And I was like, what? Yeah, he said, yeah, that's how it is. So, yeah. But my daughter and I, we were laughing. We're like, can you believe this, mommy? I know. I was like, I know. But, yeah. I'm telling you, never a dull moment in this house. I'm like, sometimes, like, I don't know, things happen, but you got to make the best of everything, you know? But it has not been easy, guys. And so another thing, if you're over 50, guys, please tell your husbands or your boyfriends or your loved ones or yourselves, go find a cardiologist. So I did go find a cardiologist because, you know, what happened to my husband, and because, you know, I want to make sure that I'm okay. And so, yeah, they did all these tests on me. And so today I actually had the stress test and an echo. And plus, I already had done 2 other tests. So, so today the doctor sits with me, and she said, "Well, the good thing," she said, "the you would ask for a C. Oh God, what is it called? The calcium calcium scale T test, and that basically tells them if you have any blockage in your arteries." And so she told me it was 0. She said, that's excellent. And I couldn't believe it because I eat a lot of ribeye and I love the cartilage. I know a lot of people find that disgusting, but I love it, the cartilage. And so I'm just quiet listening to it. And then she says, and you did excellent in the stress test. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. And then, but then she says, okay, but there are 2 things. She said, this one, she goes, you don't need to worry. But as soon as she tells me, she's like, you have like, let me see if I can say this word. She said, in your heart, I think it's one of the arteries. I don't know what. She says, you have like it's leaking. It's like a leakish. And I'm like, what? So she says, but not to worry. Nothing to worry about. And of course, at that point, whatever she says, all I could hear is blah, 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 blah. All I hear is my heart is leaking. And then she said that my carotid in the neck, I do have some plaque. So she suggested that I get on a Mediterranean diet, which I am going to do. And she said that I need to at least walk 5 days a week and for 30 minutes at least a day. So I could do that because I can walk Bella. And I do need to lose weight. And, you know, by eating healthier and, you know, try to eat wheat pasta, wheat brown rice. That means no Lucky Charms, I think. I'm thinking actually to go see a nutritionist. I'm not sure if the insurance will pay for it, but I'm going to find out. And that means no burgers for a long time, and pizza. But yeah. And so she said she was going to put me on Lipitor for 6 months. I'm supposed to come back in 6 months, and she's going to put me in the lowest dosage because I didn't really want to be on a Lipitor or anything, but if it's going to help, I do want to live, especially for my daughter. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. That's good. So yeah, guys, go see a cardiologist. And I told my daughter the same thing because obviously heart disease runs in both sides of the family. So she's in a higher risk. Let's see, any A's? Nope. Let's see. Thought I saw some of these. I call this like it's a little box, but it looks like there's a cross on it. No, I don't see any. This is an H. I do have H, and there's plenty here. So let's put it. Yeah, we can use maybe the little one now. And this one is 33.71, and it's like a chocolate brown. And then the other thing that all my friends basically are telling their husbands, go to a cardiologist. And my sister's husband decided to go see a cardiologist, had the stress test, had everything done. And he basically, yeah, he has some blockage. I think they said 50%. So he's very happy that he was able to find that out. And the doctors are going to be able to help him. Okay, there it goes again, my little mini glue dots. And that's okay. Just put it back in there, guys. It doesn't want to cooperate. What are we doing? H. Okay, don't you just love the little sound it makes? Of course, I say that now. You don't hear the sound. Yeah, and then another thing, guys. If you're married, make sure, because I've been having such a hard time, because basically my husband took care of everything and everything was in his name. So make sure that the bills and everything are both in your names. That way you won't have the problems I have or have had. An example, the utility bill. Oh, mamma mia, guys. All day. When I tell you all day, right? And finally, I'm thinking that everything is okay. Then at the end, they're asking me some nonsense about that I have to show them proof that I own the house. I'm like, what? That's when I lost it. I was like, you know what? Just close the account. I'm going to go to another company. And then when I say that, they're like, well, you're going to have electricity until the end of February. And I'm like, really? You're going to leave me without electricity when knowing that I have a 90-year-old mom? Of course, they don't care. But then, of course, that didn't work. And then on top of that, they say to me, oh, and by the way, we're going to charge you for the month of February. And I'm like, fine, sure. So, charge me for that. But then they have the audacity to say, well, we're going to charge you also $150 for, I guess, what is it? The contract? Not, what was the word? I can't remember the word right now. But anyway, so then I'm like, fine, whatever. Because I was so upset, guys. And so I decided that same night, I called another electric company, all fine and dandy. And then I told the lady, I happened to tell her that, you know, what happened with the other electric company. And she's like, what? She goes, they can't charge you the $150 because it wasn't you that signed the contract. It was your husband. And I'm like, oh, there you go. Great. So, yeah, I will be telling them that if they try to charge me the $150. So it's just all this because I simply said, I just need to change the bill in my name and give you my new credit card. No, they just, and it wasn't just only them. It's just been, yeah, it's been a struggle with everything. Okay. But the good thing is that the other morning, my friend Lotta, who lives in Sweden. We have not talked for a while on the phone, and so she knew my husband, and her daughter is best friends with my daughter, and of course, and she's like a sister to me. We're like, I can't explain it. Lotta and I, basically, we would like look at things, and we would look at each other, and we knew exactly, we're just thinking the same way, and we would laugh like little girls. But yeah, so we would always say that Lotta and I were like sisters. And okay, where was I working on? I did that one. I shouldn't have done that. I put it back, and now I don't know where it was. Plus equals, equal there. Nope. And anyway, so it was so very nice to hear her, and we talked and we cried. Missing my husband, and her husband know my husband too. Okay, that was 41. Any teas? Yep, some teas up here, and that's pink. And this is 3607. But anyway, her daughter's getting married, I believe in August. And of course, they had invited us, and we were all supposed to go, and we already have the passports. So that depends on my daughter if she still wants to go, because, it was supposed to be the three of us. So we'll see. We're actually the four of us with my daughter's friend. So we will see, depending on how my daughter feels about it. But the good thing is that Lotta and I have decided that we need to continue to talk. And so we decided that we're going to try to talk on the phone every Friday in the morning. Because there's, I think it's a 7 or 8 hour difference. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday, guys. And of course, I've dropped a couple here. Here's one. Here's another one. Come on, baby. Bella's very quiet today, guys. My last video, she was barking up a storm. I think she wanted to do the unboxing. Yep. All right, let's see. I did the teas. Oh, here's another one. Put that one in there for now. This is the arrow pointing to the left. Nope. This one, nope. A dot, nope. Little T. I thought I saw a little T here. Nope. The mustache, where are you? Nope. And the arrow pointing up. Oh yeah, there's a lot of arrows here. Not a lot, but yeah, some. All right, let's pour this in here. Okay, let's see what else. I gotta look at my notes. And then, of course, I wrote it here, on the 28th of February, which is a Friday. That was the day that I spoke to Lotta. And then, it was my beautiful daughter's birthday, and we decided to all get together. And we took her out to a seafood restaurant. And yeah, it was wonderful. We brought some cake, and we had delicious food. We spent it with my daughter. Well, the whole family did. And then, of course, the cake and presents. But then the restaurant, listen to this, guys. They started playing music. Depeche Mode and Erasure. And my daughter, of course, started to cry because Daddy loved that kind of music. And it reminded her. So I said, you know what? That means that Daddy's here with us. That's his way of telling you, letting you know, hey, he's with you. Right here, right now, celebrating your birthday. So, yeah, that was tough, guys. I'm not going to lie about that. It was tough. Her first birthday without her dad, because he was always there. He never missed anything, any event with his daughter. Oh, my gosh. Super, 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 super close. And, yeah. But thank God that she's got me, and she's got the family that loves her very much. And we're here to support each other. Okay, let's see. And then I'm trying to see what I wrote here, my notes. Okay, so then on March 3rd, which is Monday, Jay's here working on the house. Every day I've been just trying to run errands, guys. Just trying to run errands and trying to do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And on March 4th, Is that the day? Yes, March 4th was this Tuesday. During the day, guys, it was a beautiful day. It was sunny. Everything was fine. And then they happened to say that we might have storms overnight. And believe you me, guys, there's been a lot of storms here in Texas. But this one, I don't know. I think that it was, I don't know. I don't think it was a tornado, but the winds were so strong that it felt like that. And so on Tuesday night, we go to bed. Everything is fine. Bella's with me. My mother's upstairs because her bedroom's upstairs. And around 5:15 in the morning, Bella starts to bark, right? Like a crazy, crazy dog. She's just barking up a storm. I'm like, what the heck? I said, Bella, what the heck? What's going on? And then I open my eyes and you can hear the winds and the house sort of not shaking, but you can hear the windows. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is that a tornado? So immediately my reaction is just to grab Bella by my left arm and I run up the stairs and I wake up my mother and I'm like, Mommy, you gotta come down because I don't know, a tornado. I don't hear the sirens, but just in case you need to come downstairs. I don't want you to, God forbid, the house, the roof is taken and my poor mommy. So anyway, so of course, what does mommy do? She gives me a hard time. But she finally, I convinced her, she comes downstairs with me and Bella. And so then, oh my God, it was just so scary. So we try to go back to bed. I know it's scary, but we try to go back to bed. And then I said, you know what, Mom, I can't sleep. I can't. It's just too strong out there. It's scary. I think we need to be ready. So I start putting on my sneakers and I decide to, and of course my mother gets up at this point too. And so is Bella. Bella's following us. And I decide to look out the window and I look out the backyard and I see two of my chairs. And these chairs are heavy, guys. They literally have, it's metal. I don't know, I guess it's metal. And they're heavy. They were lifted up and they were both on the grass. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't take anything else. So then I said, and then when you look out, it's like, all you see is like the wind. And you see like it's like it looks like it's white. It looks like it's snowing. I'm like, oh my God, this could be a tornado. What the heck? I don't even hear any sirens. Oh, and on top of that, my carbon monoxide alarm starts talking in the kitchen. And it's one of those that you plug, and she has like a very sophisticated voice. I have no idea what she was saying, but I unplugged her and I'm like, shut the heck up, because I don't know what's going on here. And so then I decide to go around and I decide to look out this window on this side. And I look out to see if my fence is intact. Of course not. A quarter of my fence is basically on the grass. And I'm like, oh my gosh, great. Just great, right? But what can you do about it, At least we were safe. That's the most important thing. And nothing happened to us. And so, yeah. So then, of course, the next day, which is in the morning, at this point, I'm just basically calling different fence companies. Hey, because I know that everybody's going to be calling them. But the first thing I did actually was call my insurance to find out. And then, of course, I called the fence companies. So, yeah. So, one actually showed up today. This is the horseshoe. We have a lot of horseshoes here. And it so happens that I tell my daughter about this company. She goes, Mommy, keep in mind, my daughter was a little girl when we moved here. But I guess, children, they remember things. And she says, Mommy, that's the same company that built our house. I'm like, what? I said, how do you remember that? She goes, I just remember reading that word, that name on the fence. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, excuse me. It's a little late here. And then I happen to, when the guy shows up today, the first thing that he comes out of his mouth, it says, hi, my name is Shane. And he goes, I was the one that put up your fence like more than 20 years ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my daughter, she remembered that. So yeah, isn't that amazing, guys? I thought it was amazing. Anyway, so So he's going to, I think, send me a quote, hopefully tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have my fence up soon, because there's no fence there. So you know what that means, right? I've got to let Bella out in the yard, and now she can't. So I've got to put her, I call it a halter top. It's a, oh gosh, what it's called? I can't remember. I have to put that on her, and then I have to put the leash, and I have to walk her outside. Now keep in mind, I have to do this late at night, and it's freezing out there, and early in the morning, well, with my PJs. And of course my yard is exposed, which is lovely. And yeah, so I've got it just basically, I think I have 2 other companies coming in on Monday to give me a quote. And I did mention Jay. Jay's been my handyman. He's awesome. And he tried to cover all the hose, but then he discovered one was pretty big. And he said that maybe you do have some squirrels in the attic. So he says, I can't do anything about that. He says, I said, well, you know what? I don't want you to cover it. Don't do anything. Let's call the exterminator and to see if the exterminator could come in and get rid of the squirrels if there are any in the attic. And then we could cover that, because, you know, you don't want, first of all, you don't want to kill any baby squirrels or any kind of squirrel. And they say that if a squirrel dies in your house, it smells really, really, really bad. So yeah, and I've got a good thing is I have a couple of my friends that are going to come. I think it's the 3rd week of March, and they're going to come over. Some of them are into scrapbooking, and some of them are into diamond painting. So we're going to get together for that. So I'm looking forward to that. And none of them are going to want to come if there's a dead squirrel. And you know, the smell is, they say, it's really, really bad. Yeah. But, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh, here we go again. Oh, mamma mia. This is the 3rd time. Okay. Maybe I have to put another one in there. I'll keep it in there. All right. Let's see. What else? Oh, hello. Well, not only did the fence fly, guys. Listen to this. So then I go, wait a minute. Let me go check the back, right? The garage. I go to the back, and I see my garbage can is there. I'm like, great. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute. Where is my recycling bin? Of course, it's gone. I decide to walk all the way down the alley, and nothing. No recycling bin. So, of course, now I've got to call the city, and I've got to order a recycling bin. And after all that, they say, we're going to charge you $85. You believe I've got to pay $85 for a recycling bin that it wasn't my fault that it flew away. But anyway, that's life. So I agreed to it. And they said, well, you're going to have your recycling bin delivered tomorrow. Well, that was yesterday. And then I go, Dorothy was here. And I go, oh my God, Dorothy, you know what? I haven't received my recycling bin. So I said, well, let me get online. Let me call them again, see what's going on with that. Well, when I call them, she looks it up. She goes, oh, wait a minute. It says here that you're supposed to get it tonight by 6 or 7. And she says, but it doesn't look like it's a recycling bin. It looks like they ordered a garbage can for you. I'm like, what? No, that's not what I ordered. So she says, don't worry. She was such a nice lady. Her name was Donna. And she even gave me her number. She says, just give me a call tonight if you do receive it. And she said, because of this mistake that they did, she says we're not going to charge you the $85. I'm like, yes, thank you. So guess what? By 6 o'clock, I do receive the recycling bin. And so I call Donna, I leave her a message. Guess what, Donna? Thank you very much. You were awesome, but I did receive my recycling bin, not the garbage can. So yeah, everything is good. Then that night I go outside to walk Bella in the yard, and my friend Wendy, who has, I believe it's a poodle also, I'm not sure, or a golden doodle, and she goes, Sylvia. So we start talking, and then she tells me, aren't you in the HOA where there's like a newspaper, I think it's called Neighbor, I forget what it's called. And she goes, and people write, she says, you're not the only one, there's people that have lost their whole fence or the rooftop. There was even someone that a shed flew and it hit the person's house, and it's just a lot of damage. There were brick walls. Yeah, it's just I mean, I don't know. It was that was really, really strong winds. But anyway, so she says to me that somebody wrote and said that they found a recycling bin and a garbage can in their backyard. Can you imagine? So she says it's number 14 something. And she goes, I believe it's down your street. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then she tells me the lady's name is Christine. And I go, oh, wait a minute. I know Christine. So anyway, I was just about to call her. And then my phone rings. And it's Christine. And she goes, hey, Sylvia, I believe I hear that you're looking for a recycling bin. I think your recycling bin is in my yard. Can you imagine, guys, how strong the winds were? That it literally lifted my recycling bin, took it all the way down the street, and then there's a curve and it lands it in her yard. But she was so sweet that she literally delivered it today, and then she rinsed it for me, and she brought it back to my garage, in front of my garage. Yeah, I tell you, everybody in this neighborhood, we all look out for each other. But then again, I've been living here forever, and so everybody knows everyone, and we just look out for each other. So it's nice. Okay, so this one, everybody's neighborly. I guess that's the word, neighborly. That's done. Let's see. This one is this one. Okay, I think this is going to be the last one. It is 10 o'clock. The doctor did tell me that I need to also go to bed early. These are crystals, by the way. Very pretty blue. I'm just going to do a little bit more here. You could do it with this, the crystals. Let's try it so you can see. Let's see. Let's do some over here. There it goes. See? You can actually do it with the mini glue dots, the crystals. So pretty. I love the crystals. Here's a little click, click, and click. And of course, believe it or not, guys, I don't see this very clearly because I need glasses. I'm seeing this very blurry, actually. I can't believe that I'm actually putting them in the right spot, to tell you the truth. But yeah, it's pretty late. It's been, oh my gosh, 42 minutes. I was trying to do this only 30 minutes because I'm a little tired. Just actually not tired, a little tired, a lot tired, just exhausted. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I did a video tonight and have this whip and chat out tomorrow. And I'm going to say what I tell my daughter. She knows that I'm going through a lot. She's worried. She gets worried about me, but I say to her, I do one thing at a time, one day at a time. Everything's going to be okay. And I tell her, I am woman, hear me roar. And she loves it. And so I say the same thing to all of you. I am woman, hear me roar. And thank you very much. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I'm hoping to finish this by the this week if I have the time. If not, it's okay. And thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Love you guys.